Hello, you beautiful 200 souls on this experience of being in a body on planet Earth. In this video, we're gonna talk about some mind shenanigans, psychological concepts which function in the psychedelic realms, the concept of ego. What is the ego? Ego can be defined as like a psychic entity which is a perceived sense of self with the quality of dying itself out, taking birth again, with each birth modifying itself more and more to achieve its full potential, and ultimately leads toward individuation and the fulfillment of one's potential, full power. 24-hour. Now, the world is vast and the universe is infinite. But to make things easier, we're gonna call my channel Yurtala. We're gonna call this a room. So just like that, to make sense of reality, my name is Talha. Welcome to my channel. But coming back to the point, ego is sense of self, some psychologists would say, about who you think you are in this vast existence among so many people. What makes you special? Your personality. And this personality is made by what you may think or wonder. This personality is fake. Personality is just a fake, guys. It's all fake. Because personality is the conscious part of who you really are. So the conscious part of the ego which you use to navigate in the world, the conscious part. Okay, this is me, this is my dreams, this is what I like, these are my hobbies, these are my friends, who I am between my friends, defines your experience of life and hence your ego. Ego survives on very low fuel things like, God, I gotta make sure the bills are right, I gotta make sure the money in my bank account is right, I gotta make sure I had enough meals today, and stuff like, God, I gotta clean this. It's not gonna impress the ladies, but it's like you can still do that while being aware that you are not this body. We are literally spacesuits. This body, the spacesuit, for us to be grounded on Earth. You don't want to fly on Earth. Come on. And we say it's gravity. Your ego could also be called a non-self. It is who you are not. It's just the way you look at it. Any recipe that works for you is fine. But the non-self, because you're not that person that gets triggered. It's not your real nature. You're not the one who flips out small things. You're not the one that tries to prove itself. Because you know who you really are, that stuff can't just vanish. Who you really are, you remain eternally and nothing can change that. It's just there have been too many add-on ingredients to the recipe, soul recipe, that it kind of gets cloudy and you can't see the core. But it just takes like a flip. And psychedelics help you take that flip, and then people say they got flipped out, you know. One of the lessons of navigating through the psychedelic realms could also be, don't think, just go, just be. It's like if somebody comes at you from this side, you gotta dodge like this, man. But if you like already think, oh shit, he's gonna punch me, and the punch has not even come here, and you're like, extra energy. Why put extra energy to your neck? It hurts. You're gonna get old with like a cervical pain. Here's my ad for CBD oil for all your joint related inquiries, and immense potential, I wish. Not sponsored yet. So there's something interesting about having the ego which matches the frequency of your dreams or ambition, who you wanna be, your core self. So how do you align who you are? You're not your ego, first of all. Keep checking in with the real self, but at the same time, integrate your real self with the ego. After having experiences in life, after going through turbulences in your mind, you gotta reconsider stuff. And basically it's just being in the present moment. So who are you being right now? Are you being true to yourself, true to those around you? Are you playing a game? You're trying to manipulate people? You're trying to be somebody you're not? Because it's gonna give you your path if you keep following the path of who you are meant to be, who you are always meant to be. So how do you align your ego to the frequency you wanna dance on? Because it's a frequency, it's fast. You gotta dance on it. You can't just be faced out, cross-eyed, very strict and attentive. Well, if you do enough inner work, you will know how to be in that frequency which you wanna be, how to attract things which are meant for you. Because you were born on this planet and society told you to do this, do that, your parents told you to do this, do that. If you could be quiet enough, if you could isolate yourself enough from the manic voices of the society, you could come to a place within yourself where who you are doesn't have to change. Who you are will always remain constant, and also in a state of growth and change and death and rebirth. So then you can be true to who you are, and you can follow what you want to follow in life. After a point when you realize the reality of the self, the eternal observer, the consciousness, the part of you that doesn't die, there is no separation between your self, your lens of reality, and reality how it is. It merges into one, and out comes Big Bang, Part 2. It's like a movie. We're stuck in a movie, guys. I'm sorry. But how to be the main character of the movie that you're playing a part of? So you can get stuck in like storylines, into your scripts, the roles you've been given, and be like, I just gotta follow these instructions and I'll become a great actor. Nah, you can't, because you gotta think with your mind, man. You gotta twist and improvise. Jim Carrey said, depression is your avatar trying to tell you that style of the character you're playing. Turns out, in psychology, default mode network is equal to your ego, and psychedelics break down the default mode network. Activity in the default mode networks becomes less. So what happens is new neural pathways, rebirth, new conception of self, and then you're relieved from your chains of the mind, and then you don't want to die because you're already dead inside. Shakespeare said we are all just actors on the stage of life. The stage is set. Actors come and they go. They come and they go. And it's just a stage of life. So just like that, we come, we play our part, and then we go. To refine the part you play, because you can't get out of your ego. You can just like mend it, bend it, psychoanalyze it, do some psychoplasticity on it, neuroplasticity, expand it, make new thought processes, new mental lines, new patterns of thinking that reflects in your behavior. And then there are alternate consciousness realities, planes of realities, dimensions, worlds. In life, what you wanna do is you wanna make your ego as close to your real self as it's possible while having a body, as close to your truer versions. You don't need to copy someone or copy some other actor, copy someone off the street. You gotta know yourself because you have a particular curriculum in life. You are the oneness, you are one with nature and all of the existence, but still you have a unique incarnation and you gotta honor that incarnation. You gotta dive deep into that and figure out if if you are meant to give this world a gift, or maybe you are the gift to yourself. You gotta see how to bring that stuff into normal reality, and that's why, because we're stuck in the ego. So keep it relaxed, keep it flexible and gooey. Don't let the life force suck it dry. Like keep it wet, you know? Like muesli or like cornflakes. If you add too little milk, it just becomes dry, dude. Unless you like dry. But if you like moist, you gotta keep the chambers of your mind moist. Otherwise, they make that noise, when you're trying to go ahead in life. They're gonna make that noise like, and it just disturbs the creatures around nature. So many beings are alive here. And it's really magic, life itself. So whatever you're gonna do, don't do it, just be. Try to align your frequency to what you wanna attract. Try to align. Try to be, if you wanna be sexy, be your most sexy version right now. If you wanna be a scientist, go to the realms that Einstein was thinking in. Go to the realms that Nikola Tesla was thinking in. If these people followed what the mainstream people in their times followed, they would be like, Einstein would be interested in what Hitler is saying about how German people should behave. Okay, so I remember that I said that you can modify your ego in that way that it serves your real self, and that maybe after a point that there's no difference. But it could also be that you just function in your soul. Like you don't identify with the aspects, because where is the ego? Where is the mind? There's no mind, it's not a physical object, it's just a construct. It's just another construct that, okay, yeah, I'm stuck in this and I want to get rid of this, but who's the one that's trying to get rid of that one? And all that happens, and we get rid of that one, we eat that ice cream, then we get dry mouth, and then we drink that water all the time. Still, here we are. That's all we're gonna do for eternity, baby. That's all there is to do. Come out, you bitch. You're too dry. Just broke it. Okay, so it's like you are this, your real self. It's like, stretchable, elastic. It's really like all of it. It engulfs it all. This is just an example. But as you grow up, you're like put in a box. And like you don't fit into that box because part of it is lying outside the perimeters of who they want you to be. Like, yes sir. It looks cute, but it's fake cuteness, I'm telling you. Because the rewards are immense. If you are being who you wanna be in your daily life, doesn't matter if you don't have a big car right about now, or if you don't have what other people think you should be having. Do you have inner peace in your heart? Do you love yourself? Do you not act faked in social scenarios? Are you alive? Are you in there? And you're born, you have some interest, you're gonna follow it eventually, naturally, because what else is there to do, in this life? Eventually, it's gonna catch up. You're young. I feel like I'm giving advice to myself, but been pretty good. Been pretty good. Alright. Adios, amigos. Thanks for watching another vlog. Tune in to Doodtala adventures and shenanigans from Himalayas, yoga lands, meeting with strange people and yogis. Although he's also a strange one. But here we are, another day. And let's see if the camera even recorded something. Or it's all just ego. I'll make another one, get like a cut and copy.